What's going on, boys and girls? It's your boy Luke Davidson back with another episode. And in today's video, we're gonna be reacting to I discovered that my best friend is a billionaire. And I don't know how you don't know your best friend is a billionaire. Like, wouldn't you be at his house or something and notice, wow, my best friend lives in a mansion or something? I don't know. Let's check out the video to find out. But before we start the video, the merch is now released. The second this video went live, the merch went live as well. Let me zoom out so you guys can see it. This hoodie right here, limited edition, will only be available for the next 10 days and then it will be never sold again ever. The reason this one is limited edition, here, let me zoom in, is because this logo here is a stitching. It's like top tier quality, and I'm not even joking. Like, it's literally stitched on. It's not a sticker, and that's what makes it limited edition, because it's harder to make. So you'll only be able to get this for the next 10 days. But then after the 10 days, you'll still be able to get a hoodie with the same design. But instead of it being top tier quality limited edition stitching like this, it'll just be a sticker, which there's still nothing wrong with the sticker. But if you want to be able to say you got Luke Davidson's first ever limited edition merch, you got to cop this one in the next 10 days. But wait, there's more. We ripped this one off. We got the t-shirts. And no joke, this is like one of the best quality t-shirts I've ever worn. And I'm not just saying that because of my merch. I want to make sure this was the best. I tried some other materials, but this one is just so soft. And like, look how it fits. You guys can see my whole room now. Well, look, I'm wearing a large. I usually wear larges. And look, it's not really baggy by the arms, which is good because it makes you look big, but it's not really tight here. It's like, it fits perfect, guys. This one is a sticker though. I didn't want to go with the stitching for the shirts because I felt like it would be maybe too bulky. So we just got the sticker. There's still nothing wrong with the sticker, guys. But if you want the limited edition merch, you got to get the hoodie within the next 10 days. And there's one more thing, except I'm sorry to say, guys, I don't have it yet. It was supposed to come at the start of the week. It's a hat with this logo stitched on. So it's like this material right here, stitching. But mine didn't come in yet. I was hoping it would come before we release it, but I really wanted to get this out for you guys. So as soon as I get it, I will show you guys. But yes, we got those three items. We got black, white, and blue shirts. And for the hoodies, we got my favorite color, which is baby blue. We got this sweatpants gray type color. So it's not gray. It's got like white flakes in it, which I really like. One of my favorite colors for a hoodie. And we got the OG black color. So if you guys want to support me and get some sick looking merch, you can get it by pressing the first link in the description below. And whoever decides to buy the merch, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Even if you don't want to get the merch, just watching this video means a lot. I just wanted to clarify something quickly. This isn't actually a sticker. Like, we didn't just peel it off and slap it on and call it merch. It's actually printed on the shirt like regular t-shirts. I just call it a sticker. I don't know why, but trust me, when you order the shirt, you don't just get a black shirt and a sticker and you just have to slap the sticker on and we call it merch. It's actually printed on the shirt. I just wanted to make that clear. Now let's get right back into the video.
My name is Oliver.
How's it going, Ollie?
10th grade.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be giving him a nickname already. I don't even know him. He's in the 10th grade though, so I do know him.
This is my best friend Seb.
Seb,
he transferred
is he
to our
rich?
school this year.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. He just transferred to the school. How are you best friends with someone that just transferred to the school? I don't know.
An introvert like me. That's why we hit it off
Maybe that's
right
why.
away.
There we go.
We realized that we had a lot of things in common, and for the first time in my life, I had someone I could call my best friend. Seb says it was the same for him. He never had a close friend like me.
Whoa, now he's talking? This is Seb, is it not? Now Seb is talking as if it is Oliver.
Before. One of the reasons why we hit it off so quickly is that we're both really into horror movies.
I love horror movies, guys. Sorry, I keep pausing the video. But I love horror movies. Sorry, my favorite type of movie now is a thriller or like a suspenseful movie where like something happens, you're like, oh no, what's gonna happen next? Or there's like a big twist in the movie. I love those movies.
We were both so happy to find out we had that in common. We would talk about horror movies nonstop. One Sunday, I invited him over for a movie marathon. We were going to watch 3 horror movies back to back.
We got Scream,
There's a bus
Zombie
stop
Man.
near our house.
What was the other movie?
Back to back.
The Killer Clown. I don't know.
Our house. Call me when you get on the bus. I'll wait for you at the bus stop, I said to him. But Seb said, don't worry about it. I'll find your place. No matter how much I insisted, he didn't want me to wait.
He doesn't need that bus. He's getting a private escort, I bet.
Wait for him at the bus stop. I couldn't understand why. I would figure it out later.
Stay tuned to find out why. I mean, we kind of already know why. He's a billionaire, but we got to figure out how Oliver or Ollie figures out that Seb, is that his name? Seb? I think so. Seb is a billionaire. Or maybe it's not him, it's his parents. Because how would he be a billionaire? We'll find out.
That day when Seb came over, we had such a great time. When we were done with the movies, my mom called us to have dinner. Seb loved everything he ate and complimented my mom on each dish. My mom was embarrassed since she wasn't used to receiving so much praise. I thought that Seb was just being overly polite that day. But it turned out there was a heartbreaking reason why he was acting that way, which I would learn about later. As we got closer, Seb started...
Let's make a prediction. Do you think it's because since his parents are billionaires that maybe they're always gone and they don't take care of him now? So he has like a maid, or is that a maid? No, a maid cleans things, right? A chef? No, but like a waitress, but that's not what it's called. Let's just say a chef. A chef delivers his food all the time and not his parents. Maybe that's why.
...to our place more often. Our routine was the same. First, we would watch a movie, then we would eat. We got used to Seb loving everything he was eating and showering my mom with compliments. Around that time, I realized something. Seb never talked about his family. He never invited me to his place either. Normally, of course, he wouldn't have to talk about his family. But now he was my best friend and he came over to our place so often that he was almost like a member of my family. And I didn't know anything about his private life. My dad is a mechanic. Seb and I went to visit his workshop a couple of times. But what did Seb's dad do? I had no idea.
Gotta ask him.
One morning, the bus I was taking to school broke down. I decided to walk because I was only 3 stops away.
Here we go. Seb's gonna pull up. Hey man, do you need a ride? In his brand new Lamborghini.
I took a shortcut to get there faster. As I was walking down an alley, I saw a gigantic SUV with tinted windows parked by the road.
Rolls Royce, sorry.
I'm into cars since my dad is a mechanic. I knew this brand. They made custom-designed luxury SUVs. As I was standing there and staring at the car, the front door opened. A driver wearing a suit and tie stepped out and opened the rear door. Out came Seb, looking like he was still half asleep. Our eyes met. I took one look at the SUV and then at Seb. He was pretty shocked to see me too. You caught me. Let's walk so we're not late. We can talk on the way, he said.
Maybe he wanted a true friendship, so he didn't want to say, oh yeah, my parents are billionaires, because then the guy would be like, oh, I want to use them for some money, you know? But it doesn't seem like Oliver. Oliver seems like a nice man. I don't think he would be like, I want the money. They seem to like the horror movies, you know?
I was totally surprised by what Seb was telling me.
What did he tell you?
His father was a famous jewelry designer. They have jewelry stores in many countries. But why was he hiding the fact that his family was rich? I really wanted to know, but I couldn't ask him because he clearly didn't want to talk about it. I just said, that SUV is super cool. If I were you, I'd have the driver drop me off right in front of school.
No, see, Seb is a nice man, or he's humble. He doesn't want to flex off his... Well, I said he was driving a Lambo, but no, he's in the Rolls Royce. Rolls Royces are more luxury. Lambos are like, in your face, you know? But no, he wanted to get dropped off because he doesn't want everybody to know he's a billionaire, because then he'll be like, I don't know, picked on, or be like, come on, give me some money, you know?
Someone be ashamed of being rich? That made no sense to me, but Seb seemed to be ashamed. I wish my family were rich too, then I could have anything I wanted. For example, I wouldn't have to use my dad's old phone. I would throw my ancient computer straight into the trash and buy myself a brand new one. The next morning, Seb called me and said, I know I was being weird yesterday. I'm really sorry. I felt embarrassed that I hid this from you. I think now you know why I never invite you over to my house. Since my secret is out now, want to come over and watch movies at my place this weekend?
Horror movies!
Of course, I said yes. I was very curious about where he lived. On
Watch,
Saturday,
he's gonna pull up, boom, Lamborghini here, Rolls Royce here,
just outside the city.
big mansion.
Actually,
oh,
I should
gated community.
His mansion.
Mansion, I knew
gigantic.
it. Oh,
Seb
pool
was
in the
waiting
front
for me
yard too.
outside.
Golf course in the backyard.
I was so excited to finally get to see the kind of mansion billionaires lived in. When we went inside, I was staring open-mouthed at everything around the house. Everything was exquisite. I felt as if I were in a movie.
Inside.
I couldn't believe someone this rich would be friends with me. Since he lived in such a mansion, our house
wait. I'm sorry, I had to do it. All right.
Seemed to him like a chicken coop. Seb said, the movie is ready. We can watch it now if you want.
Watch. They're gonna go in it. Boom. Big projection screen. Watch.
I followed him. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw the room where we would be watching the movie.
Probably has a bowling alley next door too.
It was a proper movie theater. Yes, you heard it right. There was a movie theater with a huge screen in Seb's house. At my place, we watched the movies on my computer screen. I felt ashamed when I thought about it. After the movie, we went to Seb's room. His room alone was bigger than our whole apartment. Seb asked, what do you want to eat? Let's order something. We almost never ordered food to be delivered. So most of the time, we have to eat whatever my mom makes. But Seb could eat whatever he felt like. I was so jealous of his life that I was ready to give 10 years of my own just to switch places with him. That night, Seb's driver...
See, that's why Seb doesn't want to tell anyone, because he's money. Oliver, he's changing. I thought Oliver was like, oh yeah, man, I just want to watch like some horror movies and stuff. But now Oliver's like, money, I want to change my life with you so I can get that money.
Home. As we were driving, something occurred to me. Seb never introduced me to his parents. Maybe they...
See, I knew it. That's why he's sad. His parents are always gone, and he has to live with, or like get escorted around by the maid and whatnot. Or not the maid, so I keep calling, what is it? A chauffeur? I don't know. I'm not sure the word.
Home. But it was super weird that Seb never even mentioned them. We had been together all day. Not even once did he say the words mom or dad. When I went into the kitchen next morning, I saw that my dad wasn't at work. He smiled and said, "Good morning. I'm not working today. Come, let's have breakfast together." I didn't answer him. I was mad at him. Why couldn't he make more money? Why did he let his family live in such bad conditions? I felt this rage towards my father when I saw how the rich people lived. Before, I thought I didn't care about such things, but I was upset now. I felt really small compared to Seb. What surprised me was that nothing about him had changed. He was acting the same as before. One day, he asked, "Do you want to watch a zombie flick at your place this weekend? I'm really craving your mom's amazing spaghetti." I'd had enough. "Seb, you live in a mansion. You can have whatever you want. Why would you want to hang?"
Because it's not all about the money. He just wants to be with some parents, I bet.
I said. Seb stared at me, surprised. "Are you serious? Is that what you really think?" he asked. I nodded. He said, "Then come over to my place this weekend. I see that there are a few things about me that you need to learn." I was really curious when I arrived at his place on Saturday. Seb took me upstairs.
What's
into
upstairs?
A large bedroom. There was a woman lying in bed. There was an oxygen mask on her face. She wasn't moving at all and her eyes were closed. Seb kissed her on the cheek. Then he turned to me. "Let me introduce you to my mom. She has been in a coma for the past 8 years. These machines are keeping her alive. I've been waiting for her to wake up for 8 years.
See, this is so sad. I had an inkling in my head that something like this was going to happen. But then I thought, no, the parents are like just always gone. But no, see, he just wants to spend time. I'm going to cry. He just wants to spend time with Oliver's parents because his dad's probably always gone. Maybe I was right about the dad, but his mom is in a coma.
But I'm beginning to lose hope. I was very sad to hear all this. Seb went on, looking at his mom. "I would gladly give everything I have to be able to eat food my mom prepared for me. But that's not possible. Thanks to your mom, I remembered what it was like to eat food made with a mother's love, because I had completely forgotten." As Seb was speaking, a tear rolled down his cheek. "Do you know who did this to my mom? My father. Yes, my father. My parents were running the company together. A few times a year, they would go to Africa to buy diamonds from different mines. My dad found out that there was a mine in Angola that sold cheap diamonds. My mom didn't want to buy diamonds from there.
Did he punch her or something and give her a concussion or something that led to a coma?
To be sure the diamonds were of high quality, they
Wait a second. Is he gonna do something to her down here? What's gonna happen?
had to go down into the mine and see them in their rough form. But since the mines selling cheap diamonds were being operated illegally, there was no safety inspections. Going down there was very dangerous.
Okay. Then maybe the cart that brought them down fell or something?
My dad wouldn't listen to my mom. When they went down into the mine, there was an accident and my mom was exposed to excessive levels of carbon monoxide. Unfortunately, she's been in a coma ever since. My dad rarely comes home because he feels guilty. When he does come here, he sits by her bed and cries nonstop for hours. The staff told me this since I haven't talked to him in years. The only contact I have with him is the texts he sends me on my birthday. I just delete them without answering. I didn't know what to say to Seb after he told me all this. I was really sad for him. Now I understood why he loved coming to our place. He had found a family after all these years. I had envied him for being able to order food from any restaurant he wants, but in fact, Seb would prefer a mother's cooking to anything from a restaurant. Yes, his father was a billionaire, but they weren't even in touch. He couldn't forgive him for what he had done to his mother. Seb opened up to me that day. That's how I understood there were things money couldn't buy.
Exactly.
I realized how lucky I was to have the perfect family. Since that day, the bond between Seb and me has grown even stronger. I rarely go to his house, but he stays over at our place a few times a week. Seb used to be my best friend. Now, I think of him as my brother.
Well, there you go. That was a little sad. I wonder what ended up happening to her if she woke up. Because this is a real story. I'm pretty sure it's a real story. I'm pretty sure how these channels work is people like submit stories and then they like animate them out. I'm pretty sure. Let's drop a big fat like. And you guys should do the same on my video. That was pretty sick, eh? But this video today gave you guys an important life lesson. It's not all about the money, because like, let's say you're like a billionaire. That's a lot of money. Like not a millionaire, a billionaire. You're a billionaire, but you're by yourself. See, I mean, people could argue like, oh yeah, but then I just buy like all these fancy things and I'd be like going out partying every day, driving my Lamborghini and stuff. But if you don't have a family, then that would suck. So lesson learned, guys. Okay, be grateful. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna jump right into like happiness, but I gotta get my energy up for the outro. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to go down, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.